If you've ever had mind-blowing restaurant chicken wings, you've probably been dying to know just how they did it. So we consulted some experts to get the lowdown on the right ingredients, equipment, and techniques. To start off, it's worth noting that these principles mostly apply to high-end restaurants, which have access to the best chefs and the best ingredients. And to that end, delicious chicken wings begin with the right ingredients. Even if you utilize the best cooking techniques, you can only get so far with subpar poultry. As Chef Jay Park of the Korean chain Bonchon advises, look for larger, more uniform wings as they cook evenly. Fresh wings also yield better results than frozen. As with other meats, the process of freezing and thawing chicken can alter its texture and taste, especially if it's kept in the freezer for a while. While freezing doesn't affect poultry's nutritional value, it can lead to the formation of ice crystals. Defrosting chicken wings too fast can prevent them from reabsorbing the liquid from the melting ice crystals, leading to a tougher and drier final dish. This water loss is also responsible for drawing the flavor out of the chicken. Wings consisting of drumsticks, drumettes, and wingtips should be divided to ensure more consistent cooking. To separate the pieces, place the poultry on a cutting board with the skin down and cut between the joints. This way, the drumettes won't dry out while the drumsticks cook. It's best to use the wingtips for chicken soup or stock since they don't have much meat and will burn if cooked with the other parts of the wings. Cooking oils vary greatly. Some are suitable for frying, while others fare better in salads and cold dishes. They're generally categorized as having either a high or low smoke point. Also sometimes referred to as the burning point, the smoke point is the temperature at which it starts to break down and create smoke. When this happens, the oil can impact the food with an unpleasant flavor, or even start releasing harmful compounds. According to Jay Park, the best options to use for frying chicken wings are either canola or vegetable oils, since they both have high smoke points between 400 and 450 degrees Fahrenheit. They also feature a neutral flavor that's not going to affect the final dish. In contrast, it's best to steer clear of low smoke point oils like extra virgin olive oil, flaxseed oil, wheat germ oil, and walnut oil. When frying chicken wings, it's crucial to preheat the oil. Lukewarm oil that hasn't reached the right temperature can lead to uneven cooking and greasy wings. Conversely, preheating the oil not only ensures that the exterior of the wings will crisp up fast, but also that the juices will be sealed inside. Another important thing to remember is to pat the wings dry prior to cooking, as moisture can interfere with the crisping process.
Wow! Moisture like you've never felt before.
You can probably make decent chicken wings at home with a deep frying pan, a quality Dutch oven, or even an air fryer, but chances are they still won't match the quality of wings cooked in the industrial deep fryers used at many restaurants. This is because commercial fryers provide high and uniform temperatures, which is crucial for crisping chicken wings without overcooking them. Additionally, industrial fryers are powerful enough to compensate for the heat lost when a large batch of cold chicken wings is added to the oil. Jake Craddock, the executive chef at the Humble Baron in Shelbyville, Tennessee, notes that the precise temperature control of commercial deep fryers is critical. As he puts it, it makes for even cooking, resulting in wings that are perfectly crispy on the outside and tender on the inside every time. Jack Machini, the proprietor and operator of the casual fast food chain Wing Snob, agrees, adding, "The consistency and temperature helps to ensure even cooking, giving wings their signature crispy outside and juicy inside. Commercial fryers are designed to maintain the right oil temperature even during large batches, which is key to getting wings cooked just right." Perhaps you've tried marinating or brining some homemade wings, but you may have struggled to find as much time or space to do it as the top restaurants. Marinating or brining can infuse wings with flavor, while also tenderizing them. Leaving the wings in a marinade for a few hours usually does the trick, but Jay Craddock recommends marinating overnight. As he notes, this allows the flavors to penetrate deep into the meat, making for wings that are fully flavored all the way to the bone, not just on the surface. Jay Park agrees, adding that marinating is particularly important when making Korean-style wings, which are known for their bold flavor.
That's bold. That's sexy.
As for brining, the process consists of submerging the poultry in a solution of salt along with other ingredients like sugar, spices, and garlic. Since brine is a liquid, it can penetrate deep into the meat and imbue it with flavor. Brining also helps to denature the muscle fibers in the chicken, breaking them apart and making the meat more tender. For best results, use 1 cup of table salt per gallon of liquid and heat the mixture until the salt completely dissolves. Let the concoction cool before adding the wings and brining them for between 2 and 12 hours. Once the brining process is complete, it's important to pat the wings dry with paper towels, as excess moisture can interfere with the browning process. Many restaurants swear by their signature seasoning mixes, which have been perfected over the course of some careful calibration. These blends often include a combination of distinctive herbs and spices that make the dish stand out from its competitors. As Jay Craddock reveals, our proprietary sauces and seasonings are game changers. At Humble Baron, we craft a house-made seasoning blend that's unique to our wings. Once you've created a signature flavor, it's nearly impossible to find anything comparable elsewhere. So when's the best time to toss chicken wings and seasoning? This can technically be done before or after cooking, although Jack Machini says it's best to season them right after frying while they're still hot, so that the seasoning sticks to the wings. Jay Park agrees, explaining, "If you're using dry rubs like Cajun or lemon pepper, apply them immediately after frying when the wings are still hot to allow the seasoning to stick." Park also notes that seasoning poultry with a basic mix of salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika before frying can also enhance the flavor. Whether you opt to season the wings before or after cooking, it's best to place the seasoning and the chicken in a bag and shake them together. This will ensure that the wings are evenly coated in the mix of herbs and spices, ensuring consistent flavor and texture. There's something special about breaded chicken wings, as they add an extra crunch that elevates the whole experience. Breading also locks in moisture during the frying process, leaving the wings tender and juicy on the inside.
Ooh, juicy!
While there are many different breading recipes, Jack Machini at Wing Snob uses a mixture of flour, cornstarch, and spices like salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. Meanwhile, Jay Craddock's wings at the Humble Baron are coated in seasoning, egg, hot sauce, and some mustard. While Machini's mix of ingredients delivers a lighter and perhaps more classic take on chicken wings, Craddock's use of hot sauce and mustard introduces a welcome element of tangy heat. After the wings are coated in the breading, Craddock dusts off any excess crust and places them on a sheet tray for at least 5 minutes to allow the breading to adhere to the chicken. Many restaurants also bread their chicken wings twice prior to frying. As Machini explains, double dipping into the breading and refrigerating the wings for a short period before frying can also improve the crunch. Coating chicken wings in cornstarch helps absorb moisture, allowing it to crisp up during cooking. Meanwhile, tossing the meat in baking powder decreases the pH of the chicken skin, resulting in more even browning. It's important not to confuse baking powder with baking soda. While both are leavening agents, baking soda is 100% sodium bicarbonate, whereas baking powder is composed of sodium bicarbonate as well as an acid like cream of tartar or cornstarch. Coating the poultry in baking soda instead of baking powder is likely to leave the wings with a rather unappealing flavor. Jack Machini says that covering chicken wings in a mix of baking powder and cornstarch is especially useful when baking. As he explains, it can help achieve an extra crispy texture by helping to dry out the skin during cooking. Jay Craddock echoes the sentiment by noting, "Baking powder is key because it acts like a salt. It helps draw moisture to the surface where it can evaporate. Since they have similar reactions, we typically combine baking powder and table salt to amplify this effect, resulting in extra crispiness."
Did you order original recipe or extra crispy?
Many chefs double fry their chicken wings to achieve the perfect balance of an extra crispy outer layer and a juicy and tender inside. As Jay Park explains, the first fry is to cook the wings through. The second fry is to crisp up the outer skin or batter. To replicate this at home, do the first frying and hold the wing in the air for 1 to 2 minutes, and then do the second frying. This process helps render out excess fat, making the skin crunchier. The resting period between the 2 frying sessions also allows more time for the water to evaporate off the skin of the wings, leaving a crispier and more desirable final result. Jack Machini goes a step further, recommending that the wings should first be fried at a lower temperature of around 325 degrees Fahrenheit and later return to the deep fryer for a second round at 375 degrees. Furthermore, if you're double frying wings at home, you can fry them partially ahead of time and freeze them until you're ready to finish cooking. While most restaurants don't do this, it can be a nice shortcut for home cooks who are short on time. While many restaurants deep fry their chicken wings to create a crispy outer layer while keeping the inside juicy, this is by no means the only way to do it. Smoking wings can imbue them with a delicious, charred flavor and tenderize the meat, making it melt in the mouth succulent. Slow cooking the wings on low heat with wood chips can infuse them with a deep, smoky aroma that's bound to satisfy barbecue enthusiasts.
Smoking!
Jay Craddock is known for his innovative approach to Southern cuisine, which includes his signature hickory-smoked chicken wings. They're slow-smoked before being flash-fried and tossed in a special dust and drizzled with honey. The flash-frying method, where meat is fried for short periods of time at a high temperature, creates a crunchy exterior without drying out the interior. To make flash-fried smoked wings at home, season them and smoke them for about an hour and a half at 225 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the wings reach an internal temperature of 145 degrees, they're ready to be flash-fried. To do this, preheat the oil to 375 degrees and deep fry the chicken wings until their internal temperature reaches 175 degrees. After the wings have been removed from the deep fryer, most restaurants use a rack to drain them of any excess oil. Once nice and dry, they can be tossed in a sauce for more depth of flavor. Many restaurants also offer a range of sauce choices to customize the wings to everyone's personal tastes. Wing Snob offers close to 20 different sauces, such as buffalo lemon pepper, garlic parm, honey barbecue, and Cajun, while Bonchon's signature sauces include soy garlic and spicy. The wings at Wing Snob are coated in a sauce or glaze during the last few minutes of frying or grilling to help the flavor set. According to Jack Machini, it's best to toss the wings in the sauce immediately after they come out of the fryer, so that they fully absorb the sauce's flavors and maintain a crispy texture.